Storytelling is a healing art because it is a gateway to inner realms, a way to connect with and transform the self. Storytelling is all about creating an experience within the listener, facilitating the vision quest, the Imram, the journey to inner realms. The shamanic universe is a name for the dimension of consciousness in which shamans work their magic. In Australia it might be the dream time, the Irish call it fairy, or the Otherworld. In the shamanic worldview, the universe is made of dreams. There is the dream of external reality, born from the dream of internal reality. And changing one dream changes all related dreams. Fairy is a web, not a thread. These other dimensions can be experienced through the vehicle of the light body. The light body is a tapestry of bioluminescent fibres that encase the physical body like a glove. The centre of the light body is the solar plexus power centre, from which extend countless luminous fibres, connecting us with everything we have ever touched, either with hands or eyes, heart or mind. To step into your light body is to dream with eyes open. Focus your attention on your breath. Take 3 deep, full breaths, and as you do, place your awareness on your light body. Visualize the luminous fibres growing ever brighter with each breath. At the top of your light body, about 5 inches above your physical head, is a power centre, a sphere of light and energy. At the centre sparkles a brilliant diamond, receiving the energies of the cosmos, drawing in vital force, mana. As you breathe rhythmically, deeply, you notice that this sphere is growing brighter, almost too bright to look at. And then the diamond flashes and sparks, sending a column of diamond light down through the centre of your being and into the solar plexus power centre. The waterfall of light fills this centre, energising your entire system. Focus your awareness on your solar plexus, your shaman centre, and start remembering your light body. Start remembering yourself. Stories can help you remember because they help you to feel a part of a larger whole, which of course you are. And during those spaces where you forget distinctions such as story, storyteller and listener, and let yourself into the story, it is then that you can remember, can catch glimpses of your true self, because all is a mirror. Stories remind us the world is magical, spiritual and supernatural. It is the rhythm of a story that reminds of the rhythms each one of us has in common with others and with nature. You could say it is all just imagination. But if you persist with your spiritual quest, sooner or later you will realise that imagination is the essence of magic, of modern shamanism, of the quest for self-knowledge. It all starts with the mind. The mind is the bow, will is the arrow, and the power is in the intent. So yes, it is all, mostly, just imagination. It is a story. We're all at one with the universe, with all that is, with Great Spirit, and so I am one with you. I've caught your attention now with the rhythm of my story. Listen. Hear the beat. Feel the rhythm. Can you discern a harmonic pulsing somewhere along one of the tendrils of your mind? Let yourself sink into the story. Become the main character. And let yourself be transformed. So this journey is to a magical garden within the Otherworld. Focus on your whole self. Deep, full breaths. And once you feel connected and centered, turn your attention to your environment, your whole environment. See the fire within you reflected in everything you perceive, in all 7 directions. Become aware of each and every denizen of your world and how they too are channels from mana, receiving and transmitting mana in its many frequencies. You can feel the radiance of each touching you, touching your light body, filling you with mana, with awan, bubbling throughout your being, filling you with the joy of life, raw and sparkling. Imagine your belly to be a cauldron sitting on your hips, filling up with pure life force. Use your breath and your imagination, your inner vision skills, to draw mana from where you will and send it out to where it's needed. And bring your attention back to you. See yourself now walking down a path through pleasant and familiar country. Feel the path beneath your feet, blood pumping through your veins. Feel the breeze on your neck, in your hair, on your face. The roadside scenery has changed. You are now in light forest, the occasional tree pressing close to the path, and you have come to a crossroads. Standing there wondering which direction to take, you are startled by a startled white rabbit with crimson ears, which disappears rapidly along the path into the west. And so too do you, with a snap decision to follow the strange creature. Abruptly, you're in a magical garden. It seems familiar. A huge oak stands at the centre of the garden. Only the trunk can be seen, but you know intuitively that the tree is an oak and that the roots are in the underworld. The top, the leaves and branches, are in the upper world, the region of the summer stars. And you, we, are in the middle world of fairy, the other world. In the trunk of the great tree is a carved door. Knock 3 times. And the door opens of itself. Within is a soft golden light and a stairway of burnished oak, leading in a spiral both up and down. Step within and ascend. Climb the stairs. And when you are amongst the summer stars, another door will open, admitting you to the playground of the gods and goddesses. Look around. Move around the tree. You catch sight of a huge figure seated on the ground at the edge of the tree's shade, tending a fire beneath a massive cauldron, which he stirs occasionally with an equally gigantic spoon. And when he is not thus engaged, he plays upon his harp of ivory and gold, calling to and regulating creation herself with his music, giving order to chaos. Weaving spirit into and through the world. It is the Dagda, Dagda Moor, all father to the Celts, to the children of Dana, Dagda the Oak, Dagda Dua, lover of Morrigan, husband to Boan, father to Angus, the love god, builder of Cashel Angus, New Grange, god of weather and crops, Dagda Moor, great Dagda. The Dagda turns to look at you, sees your hesitation and awe, and starts to laugh, his huge belly heaving. Knuckling tears from his eyes, he beckons you closer, still chuckling, telling you not to be so serious. It's only a little death you'll be having. Before you know it, you'll be all shiny and new. Now tell me why you are here, the Dagda says. The answer leaps to your mind immediately, but you search amongst a host of alternative answers before settling again on your first response. You're feeling that the Dagda has been privy to your entire thought process since you met is affirmed when you burst out laughing again the moment your mind settles on your initial response. Without warning, the Dagda picks up a huge club and touches you on the head with it, lightly, but it is like a lightning bolt. Your eyes roll back in your head, and you slip into something wider and bigger than mere unconsciousness. The Dagda flings your body into his huge cauldron, stirring it 3 times before leaving it to simmer, while he goes in search of his lover, the Morrigan. You feel yourself being unmade. Memories rise and are released like bubbles in the soup as your muscles relax, releasing long-held tensions. Even tendons and sinews slacken until you have no memory of past or future. You float in an eternal now as your flesh starts to drop from your bones. The Dagda is off making love as you disintegrate. By the time he returns, after 3 days, all that is left of you is a jumble of disjointed bones and a memory of something bigger than you can remember at the moment. The Dugda takes your bones from the cauldron and wraps them in bull's hide into a little pouch. Of crane skin. He pops your eyes. Into a little pouch of crane skin he pops your eyes. And a huge black man, as big as the Dugda but with no fat, only muscle, blocks out the light as he stands over the crouching Dugda. The Dugda gives to him the bull's hide bundle, but it is to his lover, the Morrigan, the crow, that he gives your eyes. Next, you know, you're in a warm, dark place. A blacksmith's forge glows in the centre, and the huge black man is pumping the bellows, heating a pile of bones, your bones, nestled amongst the glowing embers, glowing red as the embers themselves, turned from orange through blue and into white, shimmering heat. One by one, the blacksmith takes each bone and forges it anew on his giant anvil of elven silver. Sparks fly as he tempers and anneals and tempers, until your bones undergo an alchemical transmutation, catalysed by the rhythm of his hammer. Each bone glows from within. The surface of the bone becomes liquid crystal briefly under the hammer blows, and resets as an indestructible opalescent surface harder than diamond, and a conductor of energy superior even to silver and gold. When even your skull has been transformed, the blacksmith rewraps your bones and sends the hide-bound bundle back to Dugda. Meanwhile, the Morrigan has shifted into her crow shape and carried your eyes in their crane skin bag to the chalice well at Glastonbury, bathing them 9 times in the holy water, until they can see all that crow sees. You see the mysteries unveiled, you see the laws and how to bend them, the illusions and how to use them. You fly on the edge of change, on the edge of the void, knowing time as one eternal now, knowing reality as a dynamic weave of inner and outer. Next, the Morrigan shape shifts into a large grey wolf, carrying your eyes through forest and swamp, finding and following ancient paths almost lost, up into the cold reaches of Scotland, Caledonia, under a full moon of burnished silver. These ancient footpaths wend through time and space, leading you to the Isle of Lewis and the starkly powerful stones of Callanish, gleaming like ivory in the moonlight. Sirius, the dog star, is rising. And the Morrigan, back in her human shape, hauntingly beautiful and raven-haired, is washing your eyeballs in water that has collected in cup-shaped holes dotting the surface of some altar-like stones lying prone in the centre. Your eyes shine with a new light, the wisdom of wolf. You know the power of family, of the pack, but still you walk many a path alone. With new eyes you see below the surface of things, to the energy flows below. The Morrigan shifts again into the shape of an eel and swims back across the sea to Ireland, up the River Boyne to its source, to Nectan's well, where the Morrigan returns to a human form again. She washes your eyes for a third time in the purple water of the sacred well, until the power of eel and the waters of wisdom fill them. You know the power of the subconscious. You have no trouble seeing the energies in the murky waters of the underworld. And you know the secret of generating your own power, your own mana, electricity. Your eyes are now more than they ever were, seeing with clarity and understanding into many, many worlds. The Dagda places your bones back in the cauldron and sets to chanting as he stirs the healing broth in big, slow circles, anti-clockwise, the way the world turns upon its own axis in her dance around the sun. And as he stirs and chants, your bones rejoin, tendons and sinews reforming first, drawing the joints together. When your skeleton is whole again, little surges of electricity start to weave across the surface, laying down nerves and fine arteries, the energies finer than you have ever before experienced. The Dagda stops stirring and takes up his harp and starts to play. The sweet music regulates, orchestrates the reformation, the regeneration of your flesh and organs, of your whole body. Each cell of your new body is formed from crystal light, sung into morphogenetic resonance by the voice of the harp, sacred harp. Each cell sparkles like sapphire. The Dagda has now lifted you out of the cauldron and you lie calmly in the curve of his great spoon. You are remade, complete, except for your eyes. You notice too that you can still see your body, remade from some vantage point outside that body of starlight rewoven. And as you watch your body, you see all of its lives in all its dimensional adventures, like a slideshow on fast forward. And now, two bodies lie in the spoon, making love. And as they climax, you realise that they are your own male and female aspects. With this union, with this alchemical marriage, they fuse, and you are now one, balanced, whole. The Dugda motions the Morrigan forward. She bobs down to pop your remade eyes back in your sockets, kissing each wake into a world expanded. A gleaming, sparkling being, you stride forward into a new world, one of the Cauldron born, twice born, singing your gratitude to the Dugda and his lover, the Morrigan. Seeing now from within your body remade, seeing more than you ever thought possible, seeing all you imagine, shedding little discharges as you walk, coloured lightning sparkling all around you. You step back into the open door within the tree and make your way back down the stairs, back to your garden, and back to the outer world. As with any journey, the journey back is always quicker than the journey out. Notice when you do come back to this world that the world mirrors you, that it too has been born in you. It too has regained its power, multiplied, accelerated. Aloha.